All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this fuel tank bolted in this truck today. Here's the tank. Looking pretty good on the inside and out. All set up in here, ready to go. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is set myself up for the future rear tank like I did my red pickup. I went on and welded me a plate right across here. I'm going to get rid of this bar right here. Go ahead and weld me a plate right here, weld the nuts on, because you can't get back in here once this gas tank's on. So let me go show you on my red pickup. Alright, this is what we're looking like under my red pickup. I got 3 bolts going in here. You can't get behind this frame after this gas tank goes up in here. So that's why I got to go ahead and weld my plate on here, drill everything out, have it ready to go. But you can see it's a tight fit. I made this out of cardboard, and a buddy of mine went on and got the stainless steel, bent it up and done all the welding for me. So that's what it'll look like. Let's go ahead and bolt this original tank in for now. Then we'll see what happens back there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this sending unit put on in. Already got my gasket put in. I'm going to put a little dab of sealant around here and a little bit on the tank here. Be on the safe side. This ground wire right here is going to mount, it's going to screw back into the back of the cab. I'll mount that there. Then I got my original fuel line that goes through the floorboard. I'll go ahead and tighten it on up in there, and it'll go straight on down. Alright, I'm going to try to put this back in the same place it was as far as the length coming out. Alright, had to pull it back out. I wasn't out far enough on this filler neck. I probably got to go about another, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/4. I don't want it too far out where it looks all crazy, but I'll figure it out. I'm going to come out probably about at least 1/2 inch. All right, we'll see what that looks like after I get it tightened up. All right, I went on and grinded a little bit of that paint down to get down some fresh metal. Got myself a fresh screw. Go ahead with this ground wire. Okay, I finished up my gas line running down, running out. I can't do the main wire yet until I bring my wires out, going out to the brake lights, and that wire feed over to see if my fuel gauge works. So we'll check it out when we get there. I'm gonna still put another filter on here before I hook this line up, coming out of the fuel tank, and we'll go with it from there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this crossbar cut out, drill my holes in that plate, weld them nuts on, and get to going. All right, this is what we're looking at. I come back 2 inches from the frame back, all the way down, centered everything up after I get it drilled and the plate mounted on there, and I'll come back and weld through these other holes right here and here and do my beetle weld down the front and a little bit on the side back here. Plus when the fuel tank's bolted in, it's going to bolt and hold everything down too. So all right, after getting everything drilled out, that's what we'll be looking like right there. Then I'll go ahead and weld the nuts on top. Then after this plate's on, get it welded up all the way around, well out front and right here. Then I'll come back under it and weld through them other holes that were already here into this plate. So I got it already set up right here. So I'll just go ahead and weld these nuts on now. Then I'll take these bolts out, then I'll be ready to go. All right, when I first started welding, I found myself not melting through good enough, but I finally got it to look pretty decent. Got a little splatter there. It's okay, it's hid, they're on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these bolts out. and I'll be ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and get all this treated and paint it up real good, all up under it, and go ahead and weld them up. Alright, after getting everything treated up, I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. Line up the holes right there. Go ahead and run the bolts up through there, tighten it all up, and run my weld around this thing. And then where all these other holes were, I'll go ahead and plug up through the bottom. Okay, I'm set up ready to go for the future rear tank. Whenever I decide to do it, I can go ahead and get the bed on, bed wood. Everything's cool in here, ready to go. Cap worked out alright. Seals up. I'm gonna leave it at that. Catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.